Let's have a conversation on agric. You know, we've been talking about agric in the past few days or weeks, how exciting it's been, a venture that you'll have to go into and all that. But we are talking to Agri-Food Hub, that is presenting Launchpad 2025, the Agribusiness Launchpad and Accelerator Program. By the in-studio to help us understand what this program is and other details of this program is the Chief Executive Officer of Impact Food Hub, and that is Dr. Mavis Oreku Asari. Doc, how are you?
I'm very
You're
well.
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Impact Food Hub, tell us about it. What do you do?
Impact Food Hub is a food innovation and agribusiness development organization, and we are led by a team of scientists. I'm a food scientist myself. So what we basically do is we offer support and technical services to SMEs.
Okay.
We do various things, from food product development to helping our clients implement quality management systems in their institutions, linking them to markets, both local and international. We help with procurement of equipment. When it comes to farming, we help assess the needs that come with it, the land, soil, varieties of crops to grow. It's really like looking at the whole value chain. So this is what we bring to the space, helping people to become very competitive by helping them, to boost their businesses so that they can also be globally competitive.
Wow, beautiful. And for how long have you been in existence?
We've been in existence for about 5 years. And we've been growing steadily because we're becoming more at the forefront of the agribusiness movement, because now there's a lot of goodwill, towards that space. And so we've become more engaged with different players in the agricultural value chain.
It looks like the agriculture space is becoming an interesting place that a lot of people are entering into. What is the secret behind it? Because previously you speak to a youth or you speak to a young man, why won't you consider entering into agriculture? And the person will be like, oh, I really don't want to go into that ancient career or occupation and all that. What has made it so interesting that people like yourself have gone into this space and you want to do the best thing in the agri space?
Well, we should have paid attention to agriculture a long time ago, because that is what feeds us. Agriculture is big for Ghana. We have a good climate. We can grow most crops, especially tropical crops. We are very lucky, actually, where we are situated on the globe. And you know that when it comes to agriculture, it's big business for Ghana, from the sales, marketing, processing, transportation, all the logistics around agriculture. It employs a huge chunk of people in the country. And so this is a space that we should have paid attention to maybe many years ago. Unfortunately, we didn't. But currently, with the global challenges that we're experiencing, with the weather and also the increase in population, we have realized that it is very, very important that we learn to feed ourselves. And so I think in the last maybe 10 years or so, we started, coming to that realization, encouraging people to venture into the space. But more importantly, in the last couple of years, governments have realized that let's also create an environment where the young people can go into agric, because we've had it dominated by our parents and grandparents. And like you said, it didn't look attractive to the youth.
Yeah, it didn't at all.
Exactly. We think it's whole cutlass and nobody wants to break their back. But now with the globalization, we've realized that agriculture is a science, and we need to have a certain attitude and mentality when it comes to that. That means that we have to modernize our way of producing food and marketing and producing. Even in terms of processing, we've done processing. We have started on a crude way, but have evolved over the years. Now we are doing We're more conscious about the packaging of our products and all of that. So the space has opened, and it's of course the number one space to look at when it comes to wanting to employ a lot of people. I think that is why we've kind of now focused our attention to agric and the agriculture sector. And we have realized that it's not just the production, which is the farming aspect, but the different players or the different aspect of agric, which I've touched on a bit in terms of value addition, packaging, transportation, the marketing, branding. It's a big space.
It's a very
and
big
so
space.
it's in the right direction.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's now talk about the program itself, that is Agribusiness Launchpad and Accelerator Program. What is it about?
So we've had a lot of people, especially SMEs that we work with, spoken about the challenges in the space. And I will not lie to you, the challenges are enormous.
So it doesn't look all rosy, all nice, all beautiful?
Nothing looks rosy and all nice and all beautiful. Everything takes work, But especially to do with agriculture and agribusiness, the challenges are real because you're working with elements that sometimes you don't have control over. The weather, pest diseases, when it comes to even looking for external markets, we have regulations and laws that sometimes kick us out of business. So agribusiness is a space that has to be studied. And once you're going into it, you should understand what it takes. In the past, we haven't done that. We haven't been very critical of it. You think when you put a seed in the ground, it should grow, and we depended largely on rain-fed agriculture. But now, also because of climate change, there are a lot of things that you have to, be considerate of. Irrigation, the right seeds, the right time to plant and all of that. So we had SMEs approach us who really are interested in going into the space, or some are already in there, but they have so many challenges that they're facing that they don't know where to turn to. And they kept saying, we need a program, one program that is really holistic, where you're talking about agriculture, farming, smart farming, also value addition, what equipment we need to use, how we set up our quality management system so that we can have good quality products, how we brand, how we package. Where do we look to when we want funding? Where do we look to if we want to export? What are the business opportunities that we can explore in this space? So we thought it wise that, okay, let's, because we already have expertise in-house, and we have collaborators and, collaborations across the space. Let's put this program together where people who have thought about agribusiness, they have an idea, they have a product they want to make, or people who are already in it, are stuck, are struggling. They don't know where to turn to. They don't even know the networks that are available for them to tap into, in order to grow their businesses. And we have people who are just sitting on the fence. Well, when I go on pension, what am I going to do?
Yeah,
I want to grow something. So we had people express different needs, and we said, okay, let's have one program that is really holistic. We're talking about smart agriculture, food processing, and the business aspect. And let's put it together and offer this to people who need it to take advantage of, to be able to grow their businesses, to scale it up, and also explore international markets.
That's a brilliant idea there. It tends to broaden the horizon of people in the agric space and tend to let a lot of people learn how best they can go about it. And this event is slated for when to when?
It's from the 9th to the 12th. So it's a 3-day intensive, 9th to the 11th of July. And on the 12th, we have a field trip where, we go to a processing facility, you see firsthand what people are doing. And on the 11th, too, we have the Agripreneurs Forum, which is an open forum where we have different entrepreneurs and key stakeholders in this space of agribusiness who will come and share experiences, share their expertise. The participants get to ask their questions, get to interact. It's a very, very practical training. We want people to feel free and participate so that they can really walk away knowing that this is worth the while. We have Ghana Exim Bank on board. Exim very big on export and trying to help connect Ghana to external markets, trying to build capacities of local agribusinesses. They have come to support us. And Stanbic Bank as well, they are also very big on agribusinesses. They actually have an agribusiness desk or agri desk at the bank where you can walk in, whether you're small, medium, large, and have all your questions or all your needs, being attended to. In fact, they have a facility. People think it is a fact that agribusiness could be risky. The risk is quite high, but they've come up with a product where you can get a loan facility for a single ticket number. Especially for women-led agribusinesses. So these two, who are very big on supporting the entrepreneurs in the agribusiness space, have come to partner with us. We also have other sponsors who are also partnering with us to make this training very possible. And so we advise that people who are really interested should take advantage and go register.
I'll come to how the registration
yes.
will be done and the people who are, say, eligible people to register and all of that. But so that means on the 9th, you have a particular thing you're doing, on the 10th as well, on the 11th and 12th.
Yes.
But you didn't share with us what you're doing on the first day.
On the first day, so the training starts on the first day. Of course, we'll have the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
Our keynote speaker is Honorable John Dumelo.
Oh, wow. Deputy Agric Minister.
Minister for Food and Agriculture. Yeah. He has a wonderful story to tell us and his own personal experience. He's walking the talk,
Yeah, he is.
He is, yes. And he will share his experiences, also tell us about what is the ministry has for us in terms of the agribusiness space, any partnerships that they would want to have with us as a team. And then most importantly, he's sharing his story. I've heard him speak a couple of times and it's very inspiring. So we'll have that on the first day. We'll have some key stakeholders pass through. And the training will start from noon all the way through to the 11th, which is the Friday.
Oh.
And the climax of the event will be the Agripreneurs Forum, which I'm really looking up, forward to. We also have Honorable Dr. Zanetta Rawlins joining us. She's very passionate about agribusiness, and she's done her own work with empowering people in her constituency with different agribusiness ventures. And then we'll have the closing ceremony, award of certificates, have a lovely closing ceremony. And then we have on Saturday the field trip, which we'll embark on it. We want to make it as practical as possible. People are tired of training programs where they go, they tell them, this is how you have to keep your book. It's a lot of theory, bookkeeping. It's not practical. Yeah. So we are, the training session is very technical. When I say technical, what I mean is we're going to talk about from how to launch a new product. So from ideation, how you think through a product idea, all the way the steps you need to take before you launch. We're going to talk about food product development, the different types of equipment. If you want to start small, manual to automated, equipment, where to get those equipments from. We're talking about standards and certification. What are the steps to take to get your product certified by FDA or Ghana Standards Authority? A lot of entrepreneurs become overwhelmed when it comes to certification because they do not know what it takes. And it takes a number of things. You have to set up your place in the right way, your facility. It could even be your kitchen. Yeah. But you also have to implement some quality standards like your GMPs, your SOPs. So we're going to take them through it, how to get all those things sorted out and have some understanding into about those things. It involves a bit of technical knowledge. Yeah. And sometimes people don't know that is what it takes. So they get frustrated along the line. So we're going to open them and expose them to all these things that will really help them to be more comfortable about what they're walking into and command the space they're walking into.
Very interesting. So it's 8:30 to 4:30 daily.
Daily, 8:30 to 4:30.
4:30 daily. And these people who will be registering, first of all, who is eligible to register, and are there some money that you pay to be part of this program?
Yes. So we have a registration link. I'm sure you put it up on the screen.
Yeah, the registration we put on the
Yes,
screen.
www.impactfoodhouse.impuntu.com. Yes, you get to register. You're paying a fee, but it's highly subsidized by these institutions that I've mentioned. Once you register, you should be literate because the session is very, it's going to be taught in English. And, you know, the exercise, we're going to give them exercises and activities. So you come with your own, if you have an idea, as we are teaching, you are using that idea to go through, you know, the exercises and kind of form your ideas by the time you leave. And so, yes, you go to our website. You can also dial star 899 star 10 hash, star 899 star 10 hash, or call our number 025 689 9305. 025 689 9305. You get all your questions answered.
And you have indicated a 10% discount for early bird.
Yes.
And what's the duration for the early bird? When does it end? When does it start?
Yes,
for
the early bird ended last week.
Oh, really?
Yes, because we opened this a bit early. However, I think we could extend it a little bit more, maybe to today's what?
Today is second.
Yeah,
Wednesday,
maybe
2nd July.
Yeah, we'll consider till Friday because
Friday?
Yes, because the session starts. Session starts on Wednesday next. Next Wednesday, so you know that early bird is already is already gone.
It's already
because
gone.
by Friday we're closing registration.
Okay.
So if you have any challenge, you just call our numbers and let's talk. Let's see how we can assist you. But there are limited slots, so we'd encourage people to take advantage of because we're getting very good feedback. When you look at the package that we've put together, it is worth investing in. It's worth investing in.
Well, I think that maybe you'd have to take the opportunity and be part of this all-important event. But final words from you before we go?
Well, thank you so much for hosting us. We've worked with CT, ChannelOne TV. You've been amazing. And we identify with your vision about, you know, helping agribusinesses to thrive. And this is one of the programs that we are happy that you're supporting. You're actually our media partners. That means that you recognize the importance of this program. So we are happy to be bringing this maiden edition. We are encouraging people to take advantage of it. You will not regret it. It is very packed. It's very informative, very interactive. Thanks to our main partners and sponsors, Stanbic Bank, Ghana, and also to Ghana Exim Bank. And some of our sponsors that we have, if you permit me to read.
Feel free.
SIMS, which is Stanlib Investment and Management Services. We have Impuntu Technologies. They have been wonderful. Everything to do with the technology, with the payments and everything, they've supported us. We have Customer Foods, Tilly Farms, Next Computers, food institutions like 63 Foods, and a number of them that are really supporting us. We have Venture Scale. Yes.
Okay. Dr. Mavis Oreku Asare, thank you so much for your time. And she is the Chief Executive Officer of Impact Food Hub, talking to us extensively about the event that is slated from 9 to 11, but 12 is the field trip, July this month. And the event is the Launchpad 2025, the Agribusiness Launchpad and Accelerator Program. Make sure that you are part of this event.